Hi students, let's continue first chapter differentiation. In this session we are going to solve sub question 1 to 6 of question 3 from exercise 1.3 which is based on derivatives of implicit functions. I am sure all of you are ready with pen and paper. So let's get started. First of all, let's discuss the concept of implicit functions. Students, function can be represented in a variety of ways. Most of functions we have dealt with so far have been described by an equation of the form y is equal to f of x that expresses y solely in terms of variable x. For example, see here function y is equal to cos of 1 minus x square, y is equal to x raised to 4 minus 5x cube, y is equal to e raised to tan x and so on, etc. functions we have studied so far. Okay, such functions are called explicit functions. So see definition: explicit functions. If the function is described by an equation in x and y in which it is possible to solve for one variable in terms of another to obtain y is equal to f of x or x is equal to g of y, then function is called explicit function. For example, see y is equal to sine inverse of 2x square minus y. You observe here that y is expressed solely in terms of x. Again, in next example, y is equal to log of x cube plus 4. So here also y is expressed solely completely in terms of x, etc. Examples can be given for explicit functions. But it is not always possible to solve for one variable explicitly in terms of another. For example, see these functions: 3x square plus 2xy minus 5y square is equal to 0, or y square is equal to sine x plus y. Such functions are called implicit functions. What? Implicit functions. So let's see what is the concept. If the function is described by an equation in x and y in which x is not an explicit function of y and y is not an explicit function of x, then either of the variables in an implicit function of the other. For example, see, so many examples can be given. For example, ax square plus twice hxy plus by square is equal to 0 is an implicit function. Then x square plus e raised to xy is equal to y square plus log of x plus y cube is equal to sine of x plus y, etc. Okay, so this is the concept of implicit function. Now we have to discuss derivatives of implicit functions. So see this example, how to differentiate it. Consider this example. We are given y square is equal to sine of x plus y. So here to find dy by dx, we are going to treat variable x as independent variable. Independent variable. Okay. And here y is dependent variable. So here we have to find out dy by dx. So at this step we are going to differentiate function on both sides with respect to x. Okay, note this, we are directly differentiating at this step. So here you observe that here on LHS term is given as y square. So by differentiating with respect to x, we get d by dx of y square is equal to d by dx of sine of x plus y. Okay. Now here you observe that function is y square to differentiate. That means here we have to consider this y square as composite function. So it is something square. So you treat it as something square and find out its derivative using derivative for x square. So derivative of something square is 2 into something into derivative of something which is y. Okay, you observe, note this step. We are treating y square as something square since we are differentiating with respect to x. So derivative of something square is 2 into something into derivative of something which is y. Okay, then see, here again it is composite function. So we are going to treat it as sine of something. So its derivative is cos of something into derivative of something which is x plus y. So here we have 2y dy by dx is equal to cos of x plus y into, see, derivative of x is 1 plus derivative of y is dy by dx. Okay, so here we have 2y into dy by dx is equal to cos of x plus y plus, multiplying this term to bracket, plus cos of x plus y into dy by dx. Now here you observe that in these three terms, this is term in dy by dx, containing term dy by dx, and this is term containing dy by dx. So here we are going to collect these two terms on LHS. So we have, see, 2y dy by dx minus cos of x plus y into dy by dx is equal to cos of x plus y on RHS. Okay, so here taking dy by dx, we will get 2y minus cos of x plus y in bracket and multiplied by dy by dx is equal to cos of x plus y. Now see, picture is very clear here. We have to find out dy by dx. So by shifting this bracket on RHS, we will get dy by dx. So this is technique to find out derivatives of implicit functions. So let's move to the exercise 1.3, question number 3. See, this is question number 3. Find dy by dx if, first sub question, given function as root x plus root y is equal to root a. We have to find out dy by dx. So in the solution, you write down firstly given function. We are given that root x plus root y is equal to root a. Now here you observe that we are going to treat x as independent variable. That means we are differentiating the function on both sides with respect to x, and y we are going to consider it as it is a function in terms of, see, question number 3. Find dy by dx if root x plus root y is equal to root a. Here we have to find out dy by dx. So in the solution, first of all, you write down given function. Given that root x plus root y is equal to root a. See, here note that a is constant and we are going to treat x as independent variable and we are going to differentiate on both sides of this equation with respect to x. Okay, so we have, see, here it is sum. So we are taking sum of their derivatives. So d by dx of root x plus d by dx of root y is equal to d by dx of this constant root a. Now to the next step, let's evaluate these derivatives. So we have, see, derivative of root x, we have this standard result. Derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 root x plus derivative of root y is 1 upon 2 root y into dy by dx. See again this term, root y is a composite function. we are going to treat it as root of something. Something is function y. So for derivative of root y, we are going to treat it as root of something. So its derivative is 1 upon 2 root of something into derivative of something, that is function y. Okay, and this root a is constant, so its derivative is 0. Then shifting the term 1 upon 2 root x on RHS, we get 1 upon 2 root y dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon 2 root x. Now we are going to find out dy by dx. So let's shift this term on RHS. So we have dy by dx is equal to minus 1 upon 2 root x into, see, 2 root y is going to multiply on RHS. So we have dy by dx is equal to, see, cancelling these two, we have minus root y upon root x, and we can write it as minus of root of y upon x. So this is the required derivative. The next function is x root x plus y root y is equal to a root a. So in the solution you write down given function, and see here again we are going to treat this a as constant. Okay, so here we can write this x root x term as x raised to 3 by 2 by using rules of indices. See here, power of x is 1 and here x is raised to half. So x into x raised to half is x raised to 3 by 2. You note this here. Then y root y can be written as y raised to 3 by 2 and a root a as a raised to 3 by 2. You may keep this a root a as it is since it is constant. Okay, in order to differentiate terms easily, we have written these terms like this. So now differentiating with respect to x, here we get derivative of x raised to 3 by 2 plus derivative of y raised to 3 by 2 plus derivative of a raised to 3 by 2. So here, see, let's evaluate these derivatives. Derivative of x raised to 3 by 2 can be evaluated using standard formula for derivative of x raised to n. So derivative of x raised to 3 by 2 is 3 by 2 into x raised to 3 by 2 minus 1, that means half. Okay, plus see here, we are going to treat this function as something raised to 3 by 2. Okay, and so its derivative is 3 by 2 into something raised to half into derivative of something, and something is this y function. So you note this derivative properly. Okay, how we have evaluated this derivative of y raised to 3 by 2. You note it very properly. We have treated it as something raised to 3 by 2. So its derivative is 3 by 2 into something raised to half into derivative of something. Okay, then let's evaluate this dy by dx. For that we have shifted this term on RHS, and then this multiplied term will be shifted on RHS to get dy by dx. So we have dy by dx is equal to 3 by 2 get cancelled and minus of x raised to half upon y raised to half. And you note that x raised to half is nothing but root x and y raised to half is root y. So the required derivative is dy by dx is equal to minus of root of x upon y. Okay, so this is the required derivative. Then let's consider third example. X plus root of xy plus y is equal to 1. In the solution you write down the given function, and here we are going to differentiate this function with respect to x directly at this step. So differentiating with respect to x, we get, see, first term is x. So derivative of x plus derivative of this root of x plus y plus derivative of y is dy by dx is equal to derivative of 1. Okay, so let's evaluate all these derivatives to the next step. See here, derivative of x is 1 plus, see, here it is a composite function. So we are going to treat it as root of something. So derivative of root of something is 1 upon 2 root of something into derivative of something which is product xy plus dy by dx is equal to derivative of 1 is 0 since 1 is constant. So you note this derivative very properly. Okay. Then to the next step, let's evaluate this derivative. So we have, see, 1 as it is plus this term as it is 1 upon 2 root xy into, now see here it is product of two functions. Okay, so treat x as first function and y as second function. So first term x as it is into derivative of second function which is dy by dx plus second function as it is y into derivative of first function which is this x. Okay, so here we have used product rule for differentiation. Okay, so according to this rule we have evaluated derivative of this product. So you note this. Then now to the next step, let's multiply this term to bracket and get terms separated. So we have, see, 1 plus 1 upon 2 into root y into x dy by dx gives us x upon 2 root xy into dy by dx plus, see this product 1 upon 2 root y plus y into this derivative is 1. Okay, so this product is y into 1 upon 2 root of xy plus this term as it is dy by dx is equal to 0. Now here you observe that here this is term in dy by dx and this is term containing dy by dx. So to the next step we are going to collect these two terms like this. See, from this term we have taken dy by dx common. So we have in bracket x upon 2 root of xy, and from this term taking dy by dx common we have 1 in bracket. So collecting these two terms we get x upon 2 root xy plus 1 into dy by dx. And now let's shift this term which does not contain term dy by dx and this term on RHS. Okay, so minus 1 minus y upon 2 root xy at RHS. Now to the next step, let's simplify this bracket and these two terms. Okay, so here we are going to write this x as square root of x square, and then emerging both the terms in one square root we get half into x square upon xy. You note this step here. Okay, we have merged this x in root, so it is x square. Okay, plus 1 into dy by dx is equal to, here again for this term we have used the same technique. We have merged this y in square root, so we have square root of y square upon xy here. Then to the next step, here you see cancel this 1x, so this x and x get cancelled and we have root of x upon y, and then separating these roots we will get root of x upon 2 root y. So you note this here properly. Okay, you note this step. Then see, plus 1 as it is into dy by dx is equal to minus of 1 as it is. Here again cancelling this y, we have root of y upon x, and separating those roots we get root y upon 2 root x. So again you note this step here. Okay, and now let's make denominators same here. For that we have to multiply 2 root y to 1. Okay, so multiplying and using same technique for this bracket we have these two terms. See, root x plus 2 root y upon 2 into root y into dy by dx is equal to, here 2 root x is multiplied to 1 to get same denominator. So we have 2 root x plus root y upon 2 root x, and then to the next step we are going to shift this bracket on RHS to get, see, dy by dx is equal to minus of this term 2 root x plus 2 root y upon, see, we have cancelled these two at the denominator. Okay, so here it is root x into this term at denominator on LHS will go to numerator on RHS. Okay, so root y upon, here this numerator on RHS will shift to RHS at the denominator since these two terms are multiplied to dy by dx. Okay, and here now just rearranging these terms we will get the required derivative. See, dy by dx is equal to, rearranging these terms, we have minus root y into 2 root x plus root y upon root x into root x plus 2 root y. See, example is quite lengthy but it is not difficult at all. And next example is, see, x cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube is equal to 81. So in the solution you write down given function and we are going to differentiate it with respect to x to get, see here there are 5 terms, so we have added those derivatives separately. Derivative of x cube plus derivative of x square y plus derivative of xy square plus derivative of y cube is equal to derivative of 81. It is going to be 0 since 81 is constant. So let's move fastly. See, derivative of x cube is 3x square. Then here you have to use product rule to evaluate this derivative. So using product rule, let's treat x square as first function multiplied by derivative of second function dy by dx plus second function y as it is multiplied by derivative of first function which is x square, plus again here to find this derivative you have to use product rule. So x is first function multiplied by derivative of y square, that is second function, plus keeping second function y square as it is multiplied by derivative of first function which is x. And see, note here it is term in y, it is function in y, so treat it as something cube. So its derivative is 3 into something square into derivative of something which is function y. You note this derivative very properly. We have treated it as something cube, so its derivative is 3 into something square into derivative of that something which is function y, and derivative of 81 is 0 since it is constant. So you note this step very properly. We have used product rule to get these two terms and we have again used product rule to get these two terms. Now the remaining, let's evaluate remaining derivatives to the next step. So we have 3x square plus x square dy by dx plus, see, derivative of x square is 2x, so we have 2xy plus derivative of y square is, again you note here that it is something square, so its derivative is 2 into something into derivative of something which is function y and x as it is. So you note this derivative properly. Again here we have used same technique that used in finding derivative of y cube. So you note here this, then y square derivative of x is 1 and this term as it is. Okay, so these two terms are important in evaluation of derivatives, and further steps you do at your own and check the answer. Here you have to collect this term in containing dy by dx and shift other terms on RHS and get dy by dx. Okay, so you complete this solution. Now let's move to next fifth example. So next function is x square y square minus tan inverse of root of x square plus y square is equal to cot inverse of root of x square plus y square. So in the solution you write down the given function. Now, in this example, you note this example, we are going to use some trick here. See here, we find terms tan inverse and cot inverse containing same terms. So, here we are going to recall properties of inverse trigonometric functions. So, for that, let's shift this term on RHS to get this x square y square is equal to tan inverse plus cot inverse. Now observe this sum tan inverse plus cot inverse. We remember this result. We have tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So here we are going to use this property and we are going to reduce this function to very simple function x square y square is equal to pi by 2. You write down property as a reason. Okay, so you note this trick here, we have used this property and now it's very easy to differentiate. So let's differentiate with respect to x. So we have derivative of x square y square is equal to derivative of pi by 2. So let's evaluate these two derivatives to this next step. See here, in this term there it is a product of two functions. So again we are going to use this product rule. Treat x square as first function and y square as second function. And students, you note that while finding derivatives of implicit functions, you keep in mind very properly terms in y. Okay, note their derivatives very properly. See here, x square as it is into derivative of second function y square plus second function y square as it is into derivative of first function x square, and on RHS, since pi by 2 is constant, its derivative is 0. Okay, then see, we have used product rule. Then let's evaluate these two derivatives to the next step. Now x square as it is, see, you note again derivative of y square. We have just discussed this. Treat it as something square. Derivative is 2 into something into derivative of something which is y. Okay, and here y square as it is, derivative of x square is 2x. And now let's collect term dy by dx on one side and shift other terms on other side. So here we have 2x square by dy by dx is equal to, shift this term on RHS to get minus 2xy square, and then shifting this term multiplied to dy by dx on RHS, we will get dy by dx is equal to minus 2xy square upon 2x square y. Now 2xy is going to cancel at the numerator and denominator. So finally we have dy by dx is equal to minus y by x. Okay, so this is the required solution. You note that in this example we have used some trick here. We have used property and reduced the given function to very simple function. So you note this example. Then last example of this session, sixth sub question, x into e raised to y plus y into e raised to x is equal to 1. So in the solution you write down the given function. Okay, and we are going to differentiate at this step directly. Differentiating with respect to x, we will get, see, derivative of x into e raised to y, derivative of this term, plus derivative of y into e raised to x. Since there is sum of these two terms, so we have added their derivatives, is equal to derivative of this one. Let's evaluate these derivatives to the next step to get. See here again we have to use product rule to evaluate this derivative. So here we find that x is first function and e raised to y is second function. So use product rule. First function x as it is into derivative of second function which is e raised to y plus e raised to y as it is multiplied by derivative of first function which is x. So this is the derivative. These two terms gives derivative of this product. Now again in the next term we have to use again this product rule. So considering first function y, keeping it as it is, y into multiplied by derivative of second function which is e raised to x plus second function e raised to x as it is multiplied by derivative of first function. So it is dy by dx is equal to derivative of 1 is 0 since 1 is constant. Okay, and now let's evaluate these three derivatives to the next step. We will get, see, this x into, again you note that here it is term in y, so treat it as e raised to something. So its derivative with respect to x is e raised to something into derivative of something, which is dy by dx, plus again here e raised to y as it is, derivative of x is 1, plus y as it is, derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x, plus e raised to x into dy by dx is equal to 0. And now picture is very clear. Here we are going to collect terms containing dy by dx. So collecting dy by dx from these two terms, we have, see, from this term we have x into e raised to y, and from this term we have e raised to x by taking dy by dx common, and we have shifted these two terms on RHS, minus e raised to y minus y into e raised to x, and to get final answer you shift this bracket which is multiplied to dy by dx on RHS. It will going to divide this term, and we are going to take this minus sign common to get final derivative. Dy by dx is equal to minus of e raised to y plus y into e raised to x upon this whole bracket x into e raised to y plus e raised to x. So this is how the derivatives of implicit functions. See, we are using here same techniques of differentiation, but just the difference is only here we are given implicit function. Okay, so you try to solve all these examples at your own again, and try to solve next 3 examples in this question from textbook. Okay, try to solve, and if you have any difficulty in solving those problems, you write comment in the comment box. Okay, so now for this session let me stop here. Thank you for watching. Stay connected.